And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Atlanta Braves. Well, Singy, all eyes are on this team's elite starting rotation. They're stringing together some quality outings.
Yeah, every starter is stepping up right now, Boog, going deep into games, and most importantly, keeping their bullpen fresh. Buckle up, because it doesn't appear.
First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the mound today, Bryce Elder. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's Trout. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Just missed.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Elder fires. Pulls that one foul. Holiday gets his lead at first with nobody out. Three-two now.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And ball four, two aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. Two runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Here's Adley Rutschman, and that misses. Ball one.
No strike.
On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and the Orioles take the lead. The relay, the tag, and he's safe. And they take a two-run lead.
Gets him on the board first, coming through with 2 RBIs on that swing. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson, second in the American League in home runs. That one inside, and that's ball one. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
The shortstop takes the ball. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the second game of the series. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. That's down and in.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. to third. Zips it to first. One out in the top of the first.
Batting fifth.
Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Batting sixth is designated hitter Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-1. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs with a runner at third. On the ground to third. Throws to first.
He's out.
They limit the damage here. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back at Truist Park, and on the mound today, Germán Marquez. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's had his ups and downs in his career, as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Bottom of the first. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed. Quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal your bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is down low. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one is absolutely belted. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Next to hit, Michael Harris II.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Late swing, foul to the left. Chases that one out of the zone. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Comes into this one with more homers than anyone in the National League. Misses inside, and that's ball 1. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. In the air, right side. Cowser makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Batting fourth,
Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Matt Olson.
Boog, this guy had 8 home runs last month. Now, it might not sound like a ton, but when you do the math and add that up over the course of a season, those are huge numbers. So when you think about that kind of consistency, they better be very careful in the way that they approach it.
Matt Olson stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runner at first with 2 away. Austin Riley at the plate. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Going back, makes the catch on the edge of the track. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Top of the second, and into the box for Baltimore, Yandy Diaz. Diaz measures 6 feet 2 inches, 33 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Elder back to work. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. In the air, right field, and it stays fair.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And now the right fielder, Colton Cowser. First pitch misses.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Next offering is in for a strike. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
2-1.
Next offering is downstairs. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Cedric Mullins.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only
runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw to second, and he's out.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit-and-run call from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Ball 1 there. 2 outs, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swings and misses. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Orioles held in check there as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the second. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. Albies with a homer in his last game. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Dives and he can't hang on. He beats the throw and they can't get the out.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Here's Profar now.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately, working on an 8-game hitting streak.
And that drops in for a strike. Albies on the move. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
One down, base is empty.
1-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Goes down looking.
Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away. So you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Sean Murphy stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. This to third, Abrams. Throw off line, he's safe, and a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden you got another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity they're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
Here's Orlando Arcia. First offering, and it just misses. Arcia launched a homer in his most recent game. Murphy leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
That's to third, Abrams. They get the force, and the inning is over. One left for Atlanta. They're down 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and stepping in is the speedy Jackson Holliday. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1.
No strikes.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
That just misses, and it's 2-1. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And now batting, Mike Trout. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Late with the swing there.
No ball. One strike.
One down, base is empty. That one misses. And the count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And that one is inside. One out, base is empty. They tried to get him to chase on a slider, down and away. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 24th home run of the season. It's 3-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
And now, Adley Rutschman. He drove in 2 with a double his first time up. That one pushed foul. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one is hammered right field. Way back there. And gone! They go back to back, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-1.
Back-to-back home runs, and they keep adding to their lead. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Henderson in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Left field, way back there. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Here's C.J. Abrams now, and that's in for a strike.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. There's the ball. And the throw out at third.
Thought he might have a chance to swipe third successfully right there when he got a good jump from second. But it was such a great throw. Quick tag to cut him down.
Close, but called the ball. 2-1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Chad Kuhl getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Right through there for a strike. The next pitch misses, and a full count now. The other way, and foul ball. Popped up. Arcia corrals it, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael
Harris II. Next up for the Braves. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Runner takes off. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. The relay throw. Safe. It's 4-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And the batter now, Matt Olson. RBI single his last time up. And that one is downstairs. And it's 1-0. Check swing, called strike.
1-1.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, 1 out. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
So bases all loaded up. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Splits the plate, and that's strike 1. Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
A perfect result for the defense. A line drive out that doesn't score a run, and it takes away the opportunity for that sacrifice fly. You can't ask for much more. That's the outcome they wanted.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. Hit on the ground to short. Henderson. They take the force out, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. As we go to the top of the fourth. And the batter now, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn.
That one missed.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Nabs it, and there's one away.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Yandy Diaz now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ball 1, no strikes. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And a pitch. And that's outside. And now 3-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ground ball out to short. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder Colton Cowser.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. And that's just foul. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A solo shot. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 5-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The 0-1. On the ground, right side. Albies over to first in time. And that is the inning. Orioles add 1 on the solo homer. It's 5-2. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Sean Murphy. That's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Towards first, Diaz. The flip to the pitcher covering. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, you want to try to protect the strike zone with 2 strikes there. And you see on that curveball, just sort of reached out, tapped it to put it in play. You want to do it with a little more authority so you have a chance to sneak it through. But just a pretty easy ground out right there.
Arcia, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
That one ripped, but foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. The Braves trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Out to short. To first. Out. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Now batting, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. In there at the knees, strike 1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, he gloves it. And that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort. 2 outs, runner at first. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. 0 for 2 in this one. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
0-2 now. Left field. Trout makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Braves strand 1, and the deficit remains 5-2.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Pierce Johnson.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Strike 1. Johnson, a 6'2 righty. He throws a curveball, a 4-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. And that one's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 6-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Here's Mike Trout. Ball 1 low. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
That
Ball
misses
three.
the zone, and that's ball 3. Ball 4 tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. He's already homered here in this one. And takes low for ball 1.
1-0.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Strike on the inside corner. Pitch misses there. The count now 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put away pitch right here 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Trout on the move. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Tag out at second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Johnson fires. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. In the air, right side of the infield. Olsen under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. And that is downstairs. 1-0. In the air, out towards right center. Touches down. That's a hit. Throws to second. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Marquez back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
That one well upstairs. And the count even 1-1. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here is Matt Olson.
First baseman.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And a foul ball. And a 1-1. And that's outside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Braves down by 4, last half of inning number 5. Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly where the catcher set up is where he threw that pitch, and probably fooled the umpire a little bit because there was no budge at all.
So here's Riley now. And the pitch a little bit low. Ball 1. That one found hard the other way.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the line. Just ensures.
That one ripped left field. Gone! So he goes yard to left. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And they're chipping away. It's 6-3.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And that's in the dirt. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one misses in the dirt.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. And it remains 2-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. In the dirt, and now it's 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
So 2 down. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Jurickson Profar. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
2 outs.
Ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Albies, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Out to center. Mullins settles under it. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. Braves get 1 on the big fly. It's now 6-3. You're dialed into the show.
pitching
We're
for the
back,
Braves.
and they make a change to start the
Number
sixth.
52.
The new pitcher, Dylan Lee.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Here's C.J.
Leading
Abrams
off
to
for the
hit.
Orioles, third baseman C.J. Abrams.
Breaking ball gets the corner for a strike.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That one misses, and it's 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Off the mark there, and it's 3-2.
Full count.
Now fly ball to right center. Harris makes the play. One up, one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Ryan O'Hearn now at the plate. That one misses. Ball one.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Next offering is fouled back. There's a swing and a miss.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round.
Now batting, the
Two
first
down,
baseman,
base is empty.
Yandy Diaz.
And the batter now, Yandy Diaz. 1 for 2. And that's in there for strike one.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
0-1 now. Foul ball there. The 0-2. Ground ball up the middle. Arcia. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
And at first, so next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. He's already homered in this game. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
1 strike.
Two outs. Out to short, Arcia. They get the force, and the inning is over. So no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Orioles 6 and the Braves 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Yennier Cano.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Murphy in the box again, takes a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brusdar Graterol appears to be getting loose. Helsley, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
On the ground. Fair ball. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Now batting, right
And
fielder,
here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
No.
Just misses there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and that leaves them with runners at second and third.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Michael Harris the second. The next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And ball 1. Up the middle, Henderson slings to first in time. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit.
Marcell Ozuna.
Pitch
Ball
misses
1.
there, and that's ball 1.
1 ball.
With the tying
no
run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Little chopper rolls foul. And fouled off. Outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him! Inning over, and it could have been worse. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We're through 6 full. It's the Orioles 6 and the Braves 4.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Angel Perdomo.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in, Cedric Mullins.
Center fielder.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
And the 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouled off to the right. And there's a ball.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Trout, the next to hit, takes outside. Swing and a foul out of play. The 1-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
2-2.
On the ground to short, Arcia. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Orioles 6 and the Braves 4.
Now pitching for Baltimore.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brusdar Graterol.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
And now Matt Olson up to hit.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. And that one fouled off. Here's the pitch to Olson.
Ball. Full count.
Swing, a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And this place is rocking. His 18th home run of the season. It's 6-5.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Austin Riley. And the slider just misses. And the next pitch is way outside. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Looking to get the tying run on base. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Next one misses. And now 3-0. Jurickson Profar in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. On the ground, right side. Holiday in plenty of time to first, and Albies is retired.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Brusdar Graterol gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
They turn things over to the southpaw, Gregory Soto.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. He's been a great free agent sign. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And that drops in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
2 down, nobody on. Profar gets a piece there. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. Henderson over to first in time. Profar is out, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joe Jimenez.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Joe Jimenez.
Well, 1-run game, and now the catcher comes up to him. Adley Rutschman. Jimenez
No,
in his
that's a ball.
8th season, 30 years old now, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Movement in the bullpen, Aaron Bummer, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready.
Hee-haw! 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. I
I
know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit to second, and he's out.
When you try to move up on a ball in the dirt, you've got to be sure that it gives you enough time to make it safely. Guess wrong, like we saw here, and you'll pay the price.
Swing and a miss at one above the zone.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
Outside low, and a count 2-1. That's inside.
3-1.
There's a swing and a drive. That's bad. Get out of town. And they add to the lead. It's 7-5. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. If there's a most predictable count to get a fastball, it's still 3 balls and 1 strike. I'll tell you what, that hitter was ready for it. He got his pitch, and he absolutely unloaded on it.
1 out, base is empty. C.J. Abrams digs in now. Right side, hard hit. On to first. Out. Now 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter Ryan O'Hearn.
2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. And that one missing low. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Hee-haw!
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Yandy Diaz, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. On the outside corner, that's strike one. O'Hearn off of first with 2 away. Next offering is down low. Right through there for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
2 outs. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And it's 7-5. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back at Truist Park, and here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. And there's the strike. Activity in the bullpen. Felix Bautista is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. On the ground at first. And he handles it himself for the out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. That one catches the zone, and that's strike one. That's in there.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Popped up. Diaz. Snags it for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Gregory Soto will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Ryan Helsley gets handed the rock out of the pen.
56.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. And there's a strike.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Way outside, 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Over to Diaz.
He's out.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here. They're down 2, 7-5. So a lefty out of the pen, Aaron Bummer.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Bummer.
And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser.
Right fielder, Colton Cowser.
Bunting, and it's in the air. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or can be bunted right back at a position player.
Mullins
in
the box with one away as he takes ball one. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Chad Kuhl getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. So 2 balls and no strikes. Just missed. That's in there, and the count is 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the ninth. And that one is lifted in the air. Harris makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman.
2 down,
Jackson
base is
Holliday.
empty. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. First pitch misses. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results. Well, a good breaking ball like that can buckle the hitter, and by the time you realize it's going to be in the strike zone, it's too late to pull the trigger.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's in there. 3-2 now.
Full count.
Check swing at the full count offering. Appeal to third. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That one outside, and the count is 2-0. Snap throw to first. Holliday dives back in safely. Holliday leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-1.
And a foul ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Bummer deals. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. One run across. Here comes Trout flying around third to second, but way too late. Safe there. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Aaron Bummer out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
Now on the bump, Chad Kuhl.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
So runner at second, 2 down. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Profar settles under it. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 9-5. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Keegan Aiken. And this is appearance number 45.
Number 45, Keegan Aiken.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris the second.
Michael Harris the second.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting,
Marcell Ozuna will hit next.
Ozuna.
Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Trout is there. 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Here's Matt Olson down. In the dirt, but kept close. Edge of the zone, called a strike, and it's 1-1. Man at first, 1 away. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. Sets him down on strikes. Now only one out remaining.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called third strike.
The Braves down to their last out. Here's Austin Riley. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
Two outs. And that one pulled foul.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Harris, the runner at first with 2 gone. And misses inside.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Three-two, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Aiken is just 1 strike away. Stays alive. And they'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Keegan Aiken is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for Baltimore,
Felix Bautista on to try and close it out.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. They're down to their final strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, 2 now. That's a little bit low. Got him, and that's the ball game.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers, they really led them to victory.
Our final score here, 9-5. As the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.